Hello, I'm trying to record the process of solving the question number 3 about the price level adjusted mortgage. Uh, the problem, I think that this problem is not a straightforward problem, so we should really work it through. So first of all, um, we're talking about a total amount borrowed is 95,000. And there's really no reason to consider the points of 6% right here because the points are paid upfront and only affect how many uh, down payment you're going to have. So since here we have no loan to value ratio and whatsoever, we don't care about that, and we just assume that the initial amount borrowed is going to be 95,000. Okay, so here we are. We are in this particular spreadsheet, and for the convenience, and I have already laid out all these things for you. So we can see that this is 95,000. Okay, and we start from here, and I just want to put in everything just as if you were using the financial calculator. Looking at this timeline here, NIY payment, present value, and future value. Why do I need another set over here? It's because at the end of the year, we will have to calculate whatever present value is available, outstanding, okay, and then we'll have to adjust that present value, namely the balance outstanding, up by 6% of the inflation to get the next year's value. So the first step is, of course, to calculate the payment. So every single time we calculate the payment, we will act as if the outstanding balance will be paid down in the same rate and the number of payments remaining. So here in the first year, the outstanding balance is 95,000 and there are 360 payments available remaining in the following 30 years. Although we are looking at this first year's situation, we act as if the following years will not have any change and count all the payments in there. And then that's why you put 360, that is 12 payments per year for 30 years. Okay. So future value is 0, as you can imagine, for totally fully amortized loans. In future value, which is the end of the horizon lump sum, is always 0. And the interest rate is 4%. So you should be able to punch the same numbers in your calculator and get the same value for 53.54 pretty easily. And I don't actually expect you to do so many years in the exam, but be prepared to calculate at least for 1 year or two. Okay, so after you get that, you got the payment. Next step is to calculate towards the end of the year, end of year one, what is going to be the balance outstanding. So this time, this black column, column Q, the present value remaining for the present value of all the remaining payments. So at the end of the year one, we're going to have in the future 348 remaining payments because you already paid 12 in the first year, right? So for the 348 payments, we are going to count the payment. Each payment is 453.54, which is the payment we calculated previously. Okay, we use this payment to calculate the present value or remaining balance if in the future all the payments are going to be remaining 453 and 54 cents. So with that assumption, the balance outstanding is going to be 93327.02. Okay, once we calculate that one out, we can then adjust this outstanding balance by the inflation rate 6% up to get this beginning of next year balance outstanding. So from this 93327.02, we multiply by 1.06 to get 98926.64. Okay, then we repeat the process to use this newly adjusted remaining outstanding balance to calculate the new payment, and we then use the new payment in here at the end of the year to calculate the new outstanding balance at the end of the second year, as if the future payment will all remain to be 480.74 76, I mean. Okay, so and then in the third year at the beginning, again we take 970,881 multiplied by 1.06 to get 102,905.88. Okay, and so on and so forth. So each year we're going to calculate the new payment using the newly updated outstanding balance. And then at the end of the year, we are going to subtract the number of payments by 12 from the beginning of the year number of payments remaining. Now we're looking at how many payments remaining in the future. And then we use those amount of remaining payments, use the newly updated payments this year to calculate the outstanding balance. And then we adjust the outstanding balance at the end of the year by multiplying 1 plus the inflation rate to get the beginning of the year outstanding balance for the next year. Okay, so I hope this would explain the payment, the question number A and question part B. What is the payment at the beginning of each year, and also what is the loan balance at the end of the fifth year, which is going to be 108,478.51. Okay, then in part C, the question asks, what is the yield to the lender on such a mortgage? Then you will have to use your cash flow function. So you are going to put five different groups of the payment. Look at these payments. Okay, so each payment is going to be repeated 12 times. So each cash flow you're going to have 453.54, and if you come down to the number of cash flows repeated, you're going to put in 12. And then another 12 of 480.76, another 12 of 509.60, and 540.18. And then you're going to calculate the IRR at the end. So if this is not a particularly clear process, I don't have my financial calculator with me, but once I get a hold on it, I will shoot another video about that process and post it online. Okay, thank you.